How would you feel if your teenage kids were treated like this by a police officer on their way to school?
Out now! Out now! Why would he take off? I waved you over and pointed to the side of the road. Why would he take off? Why would he take off?
This brother and sister were driving to their high school one morning when they came across this police officer, who appeared to them to be directing the traffic. So the driver, a 16-year-old with a learner's permit, went in the direction the officer pointed. But what they did not realize that the officer was actually directing them to pull over. Officer Tackleberry immediately concludes that he's now involved in a high-speed pursuit.
You wanna fucking run?
Now, because Officer Tackleberry pointed them into the wrong lane, the siblings now had to find somewhere to turn around to get back to their school. So they pulled into this nearby gated community to do that. But that's where the deputy catches up with them.
Stop!
He then jumps out of his truck aggressively and approaches them.
Car park! Out of the car, now!
He does not ask for a license and registration or proof of insurance. Instead, he immediately and aggressively orders the 16-year-old out of the car.
Out now! Out now! Face the car!
Call mom.
No, we're calling no one right now.
What? You can call my mom, no? What's going on, sir?
I pulled you over and you took off. I waved you over and you took off.
You didn't.
When a police officer standing in front of you and waves you over, I pointed to the side of the road and you took off.
I thought you were
Spread your
pointing
legs.
to the open lane, sir.
No, not open lane.
I didn't know.
I'm pulling you over.
I didn't know.
Take off.
I didn't know,
Why are you
sir.
coming in here?
I was turning around because I had to turn left to get to school.
Right.
Sir, I didn't know.
He doesn't ask the boy his name. He doesn't ask him any questions. He just puts him in handcuffs and roughly shoves him in the back of his patrol vehicle.
To the wallet?
Yes, it's in my backpack.
Have a seat. You knew better. You knew exactly
No, sir,
what I was doing.
I did not.
However, after successfully placing him in the back of police truck, the deputy then turns his attention and confronts the crying sister.
I don't know what neighborhood it is.
You have a driver's license for him, ma'am?
No, I don't know where it is. It's here. Wait, it's not. I don't know where it is.
Why would he take off? I waved you over and pointed to the side of the road. Why would he take off?
My mom wants to talk to you.
Sure. Is this his mom?
Yeah.
Hello, ma'am. Deputy Barry Sheriff's Office. How are you? Good. I pulled your son over and he took off on me. Yeah. Ma'am, it's not real hard when I step right in front of his car and point to the side of the road. You're not listening to me, ma'am. You are not listening to me.
The mother is on the phone trying to understand what's happening to her children, but the deputy talks over her repeatedly, insisting that her son took off on him, as if that's an established fact rather than his own assumption.
You're not. You're. I need his driver's license.
I don't know where it is.
Look at the center console.
I don't know where it is. I don't know if he has a wallet. It's typically in his phone. I don't know where it is.
Okay, set your phone there. We're not doing any phone calls during my traffic stop. It's real simple. A police officer steps in front of your car and points to the side of the road, and you can see there's another car pulled over, correct? Can you see the other car pulled over? Yes.
Yes.
And then when I'm pointing to the side of the road for you, I'm not telling you to go into another lane. I am telling you to pull over. You go to North Broward?
Yes.
Then you should be halfway educated to know that when a police officer is waving you over and stands directly in front of your car and points to the side of the road, and then you start going over and then you take off. And then you pull into somewhere where you don't belong right here either.
Because I have to turn left to turn around because I missed the exit on Lions.
You missed the exit on Lions.
Yes, sir.
Wonderful. Then you could have did a U-turn right there.
I know, I was trying to
So,
get over.
where's your driver's license at?
It's in my wallet, in my backpack.
Where's your backpack?
It's in the back left
What you
seat of the
committed was a
car.
felony.
Based only on what we can see and hear on this deputy's own body camera, this isn't a traffic stop. This isn't even a detention. This is a warrantless arrest.
His backpack's in the back of the car. You shouldn't be upset. You didn't do anything wrong. Find his backpack, give me his license.
It's right there.
I asked for you to find his backpack and give me his license. You guys go to a very nice school. It's very obvious when a police officer stands in front of your car.
We thought you were telling us to.
No, I'm not telling you to change lanes. As you can see, there was another car already pulled over. If I stand directly into your front of your car, and point to the side of the road and start walking to your car as you pass me, that would be an indicator that the police officer is pulling me over.
Sorry.
But eventually, once he seems to realize how bad this looks, the deputy softens. He removes the handcuffs from the boy and offers this explanation.
Now that I've properly identified you, I can take the handcuffs off. I detained you because you had no driver's license on you. Do you understand? Out of the car, now! Out now! Out now! Face the car! Where's your driver's license at?
It's in my wallet, in my backpack.
You're gonna have a seat in your car. I'm gonna write you a citation that's in the road. This is gonna be a lesson learned for you, Tobin. Arm back. Look at me. It's common sense, Tobin.
Understood.
Come on. Have a seat in your car. You're gonna do the ticket. I got your driver's license. You get back.
I'm trying to sit in my driver's seat.
Yeah, have a seat. You're fine.
During conducting this traffic stop, Officer Tackleberry made a number of mistakes. 1. The officer failed to clearly signal a traffic stop. The deputy never activated emergency lights before the encounter. Instead, he stood in traffic and pointed toward another lane while several vehicles were already stopped nearby. A reasonable teenage driver could easily interpret that as traffic direction rather than an order to stop. The Fourth Amendment requires police conduct to be judged from the perspective of what a reasonable person would understand, not what the officer later claims he intended. If the officer's commands are ambiguous, courts generally hesitate to treat a person's failure to comply as intentional flight. 2. Immediate handcuffing without investigation. The deputy never begins with the normal questions. No request for license. No request for registration. No explanation. Instead, the teenager was ordered out, handcuffed, frisked, and placed in the patrol vehicle almost immediately. Federal courts repeatedly say that handcuffs do not automatically turn a stop into an arrest, but once officers use restraints without a legitimate safety reason or keep someone restrained longer than necessary, courts often conclude that the detention became an arrest. An arrest requires probable cause, not merely reasonable suspicion. 3. Arrest before identifying the driver. Only after the teenager was already handcuffed. That's when the deputy asked where his driver's license was. If someone is arrested first and investigated later, courts closely examine whether probable cause actually existed at the moment of arrest. Probable cause cannot be created after the arrest has already occurred. 4. Claiming it was only a detention. Near the end of the encounter, the deputy changed his explanation. He now claimed the teenager had only been detained because he didn't have identification. But the body camera shows something different. The teenager had already been removed from the vehicle, handcuffed, frisked, and locked inside the patrol vehicle before the deputy even requested identification.
Where's your driver's license at?
It's in my wallet, in my backpack.
Ultimately, the deputy released the teenagers after issuing the driver a traffic citation.
To those poles and stop, and then cut in, because you disrupt traffic. If you're in the right turn lane, then you got to make the right turn. You understand? Okay, put your seatbelt back on, go to school. Let this be a learning experience. I'm sure I'll get a call from your mom, but The nice thing about what I have is a body camera. It shows you slowly pulling over and then going. I don't know what your thought process was, but it wasn't good. All right, good luck to you.